Empress Royalty is strategically partnered to create value through gold and silver investments. Disclaimer, which we also have available on our website. So Empress, we are a new precious metal royalty and streaming creation company, and we commenced trading in December this year. Our initial portfolio consists of 14 royalty and streaming investments, and we're focused on building a strong portfolio of cash-producing assets with currently $50 million US of potential investments. We have 3 partners. We have a strategic relationship with Endeavour Financial in London and Terra Capital in Australia, who provide us with global mining finance networks to generate deal flow. We have a strategic alliance with Ascendo Banco, which gives exclusive access to Mexican royalty and streaming opportunities. Over 250 years of proven management and board experience in mining finance, with over $6 billion of completed transactions. So we have a very strong mining finance team here at Empress. So just walking you through the difference between a royalty and a stream. A royalty is where we would invest in a partner mining company and receive a percentage of revenue from production in the future. And a stream is where we invest in the company and we're able to buy it at the gold or silver at a discounted price. The investment benefits to a shareholder by investing in a royalty and streaming company is the leverage to gold and silver price, asset diversification, because we're developing a globally diverse portfolio, mitigates investment risk by conservative forecasting, and you have limited exposure to capital and operating costs compared to mining companies. And then once we're cash flow positive, we'll be establishing a dividend policy with a percentage of growth profits to shareholders. From a mining company point of view, this is non-dilutive, highly cost of capital. We're able to provide much needed upfront capital by immediately monetizing part of the future production. And that's much more of a flexible structure and less restrictive than banking finance. Royalty companies outperform gold. Here we look at 10 years and some of the royalty index being Wheaton, Royal, Franco, and Sandstorm compared to the price of gold and compared to the gold miners ETF. Typical life cycle of a new royalty company begins with initial market entry followed by rapid growth. We believe that we are able to quickly accelerate into stage 2 with our strategic partners and the pipeline that we'll be able to generate into investments. All right. So Empress Royalty we're based here in Vancouver, the head office. We have our VP Americas in New York City. And then with our partnerships, we have Ascendo Banco in Mexico, Endeavour in London, and Terra in Australia. So real global reach. The first partner I want to talk about is Endeavour Financial, IMAX Endeavour Financial. David Rhodes is the managing director of the Endeavour Financial, and he's also our executive chairman. With Endeavour, we're able to access their investment bankers, cash flow models, financial analysts, mining engineers, geologists that help us identify, structure, negotiate transactions, and turn them into possible investments. Here are some of the awards that Endeavour's received and some of the size of transactions they've done in mining finance over the last 30 years. We signed a strategic alliance with Ascendo Banco in Mexico in August. Ascendo is an active investor and lender in the Mexican mining industry. Ascendo, however, has 200 employees, 13 different offices, 30 different mining companies in Mexico as their clients. A great way to explain the relationship that we have with Ascendo Banco is if a project needs $10 million to get into production, Ascendo Banco would provide a debt facility for, say, $7 million, and we come alongside of that and provide a $3 million royalty or stream. Our third partner is Terra Capital of Australia, which was founded by Jeremy Bond in 2010. He's also one of our directors. Terra Capital has quickly established itself as one of the best performing boutique fund managers in the country. This gives us access to not only Australian projects, but Australian listed projects with projects globally, as well as Jeremy's been a big investor in the Canadian natural resource market. Shifting gears, our investment focus. We're looking for development and production stage projects with small to mid-tiers companies. We're focused purely on gold and silver. We're looking globally, and our investment size is anywhere from $500,000 up to $20 million. The sweet spot for us really is in that sort of $1 to $10 million, $2 to $5 million range. So our portfolio, we currently have 14 royalties. We have a 1% royalty in Pinos projects in Mexico and 13 Canadian gold exploration project royalties. We have investment in progress, and these are ones we have exclusivity on, and we're commenced due diligence. I'll get into more details on those. And then we also have potential pipeline where we've got term sheets on a couple of these, potential for $50 million US investment. They're all gold and silver focused. They're either in production or near production, and the investment range is $1 million to $10 million. So talking about our first one, which we signed up with Candelaria Mining for their Pinos projects in Mexico. This is a $1.5 million investment for a 1% royalty. This project should be in production in Q1 2022. It has a current mine life plan of 7 years, but there's potential for mine life extension on this. They've, there's just one vein of 7. So this one gives us currently, would give us in 2022, $200,000 cash flow. We expect this one to get a lot sexier as Candelaria develop its. We also have an exploration portfolio, which we acquired through our spin-out of Alto Ventures, now called Big Ridge Gold. Touching base on the 3 most exciting ones for us is the Windfeld East project in Quebec. We have a 1% royalty on that project. The Destiny project in Quebec, they just signed an option agreement with Clarity Gold. And then the Oxford Gold project in Manitoba, and Big Ridge had signed exploration agreement with the local Cree Nation in October. So hopefully this one will get underway pretty soon. Shifting into our investments in progress, we've exclusivity signed on a gold royalty in Mozambique. This would be a $2 million investment for us for a 2.25% royalty. There is currently a 3-year mine life plan on this one, but there's additional upside from satellite deposits. And the annual cash flow in this is about $1.2 million to Empress. This one be targeting production in Q3 2021. It's important to note throughout the presentation, which is also available on our website, we've assumed base case gold of $1,750 and silver of $18. The second investment we have in progress is a $4 million silver stream in Mexico. This one would be in production in 6 to 9 months from funding. The annual cash flow from this once in production is about $2.1 million. And again, we've done some sensitivity up here of looking at $25 silver and even higher as it goes. So what to expect from us from potential portfolio mix? A combination of gold and silver. We're very much focused on near-term ore producers. Location Latin America focused at the moment, but we'll definitely have a global diversification. We're looking at projects in Africa, North America, and Asia. And at Empress, we're focused on creation. We're not a royalty trading company. We're not looking to pick up third-party royalties necessarily, but we are very much focused on creation and providing mining finance solutions to companies. We looked at 5 competitors: Elemental, Sailfish, Trident, Eli, and Vox. And we looked at their revenue to market capitalization ratios. In 2022, if you look at what you would value the Pinos royalty and then potentially investments 2 or 3 or similar ones to that might advance, you can roughly see what the potential market capitalization for Empress in the near future could be. So the board of directors, we have David Rhodes from Endeavour Financial as our executive chairman and chair of our investment committee. Myself here in Vancouver, Jeremy Bond in Australia, Paul Mainwaring, who's a CFA in London, Rick Mazer, who's a director and geologist out of Vancouver, and Wes Roberts, a mining engineer in Toronto. Management, we have Rich, who's our VP Americas in New York, and we have Dan O'Brien and Doris Mayer here in Vancouver, very much seasoned corporate governance experts. Keep going the wrong way. There we go. Capital structure. We currently have $7.5 million in cash, no debt. We have 72 million shares outstanding, no warrants, no options. Our strategic partners and board and management roughly own 55% of the company. And in our last financing, we had 10 different institutional investors participate, and they're Canadian mining focused funds, UK, Switzerland, Russia, Australia, Asia, Mexico. So some good diversification there. So since inception in July this year, we've achieved quite a few things. We acquired the 13 gold exploration royalties from Alto. We are Big Ridge. We signed a strategic alliance with Ascendo Banco. We signed exclusivity letters and commenced due diligence on the initial 3 potential investments. We closed one of those, being the Candelaria royalty, and we're going to continue to build this portfolio out. As I mentioned, from the corporate side, we spun out of Alto. In July, we did a founders financing in August, which allowed us to position in our strategic investors and shareholders. In September, we submitted a direct listing application to the TSXV. In October, we raised $8 million to fund some of these investments, and we commenced trading the end of this year. So in summary, we are a newly listed early stage precious metals royalty and creation company with a portfolio currently of 14 investments. We're focused on the creation of financing solution for mining company partners. We're building a pipeline right now. We're looking at over $50 million of potential cash generating investments. We have a strong management team, relationships with Endeavor, Terra, and Ascendo, and we're very much focused on creating shareholder value by generating revenue through our investments and then paying dividends to our shareholders.